Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen Alpha 4.0. We got some updates on that. It's an open PTU. They've released a new patch. Will we get Alpha 4.0 for Star Citizen? Released by the end of the year. Potentially by the end of next week. Potentially this week. I don't know. Probably though. So it looks like Cloud Imperium very much pushing this patch out to live very soon. But we won't know until it's literally in our hands. Still waiting on the Mirai Guardian to be in the patch as well. That is in there, and that's going to be in there anyway. I expect it to be there within the next couple of days, and then we'll be able to test that out and talk a bit more about that heavy fighter. The latest PTU patch was released last night, and it is just bug fixes, and this is typical of a patch that's getting close to being a release candidate. So in that patch, they fixed some of the most egregious problems, including nested vehicles being left behind during quantum travel, NPCs overspawning sort of just everywhere. That's been largely sorted. There's a load of issues they've been sort of sorting with performance and stability, with aggressive cleanup of ships and trash and stuff like that. Contested zone keycards, they weren't unlocking their corresponding doors, but they are now. Silicon rocks weren't producing any materials. They fixed that. What else have they fixed? Players with high pings experiencing high times to kill and phantom hits. That was annoying. Asteroid base airlocks weren't cycling. When the Starlifter ramp was open, it would shift off balance. Items couldn't be interacted with after being transferred from local storage to hand. You were unable to target vehicles and turrets. And they also have made a load of fixes for players encountering repositioning player messages. So a lot of this stuff obviously to do with server meshing, and a lot of the problems we're still having to do with server meshing for the most part. I did see a message below this from a backer saying, on the road to live. Technical fixes performed since Wave 1 over the last 30 days on 4.0. So they fixed 99 client crashes, 98 server crashes, 14 server deadlocks, 4 hybrid server crashes, 2 server memory corruption issues, and a main thread deadlock. And another backer pointed out below as well. So I've been playing since 4.0, first hit ETF, that's the Ivacani test flight. I've experienced massive increases in stability and performance for both client and servers. This is the best patch Star Citizen has ever had by every measure. So jumping in and giving a cursory look to 4.0, this latest build, it seems very stable, it seems particularly performant. Doesn't seem to be any obvious issues running around. It's really nice to be able to spawn in your home hangar immediately, so you don't have to spawn in your hab, you spawn in your home hangar, so you can get straight out into the verse if you want. So yeah, this does actually look to be in a pretty good state from what I can tell. There is sometimes sort of queuing when I try to log into the game, and I'm logging in when I typically would find it being like quite low traffic. So if you're logging on during sort of more busy times, it might be a big problem queuing at the moment, so bear that in mind. Shouldn't be a problem as much as a problem when it goes live, or maybe when it first goes live it will be. Their servers sort of break when a patch is first released because a load of people are downloading, a load of people are trying to log on simultaneously. And also, this is not to say that there aren't major issues that still need solving. So there is a known issues list, which is starting to get a bit less egregious, but you can still hear sounds from other players' hangars. Some orbital markers around Stanton and Pyro send you in the wrong direction. Inventories can disappear when forcing respawn. You can pass through some of the orbital markers around Pyro 5 and sort of like go through the planet there, causing critical ship components to be destroyed. Players flying in the vicinity of some Pyro stations can explode at random. Regeneration kiosks don't update after transferring an imprint. Delivery locations when purchasing any items are missing. Helmets can't be dragged to equip while also being carried, and dropped items, especially helmets, can disappear. Players cannot hear other players through any audio channel, so that's more to do with VoIP rather than hearing people in their hangars. Transit will intermittently desync off course, and hostilities not being wiped by quantum traveling. So obviously some of those need to be fixed really before the live build. Others not so important. I would expect most of them to already be in the works for a fix. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'm interested to know what your experiences of 4.0 in this latest build are. You having a great time? You having a terrible time? Are you just going to wait for it to be live and hope that it's not a 3.18 situation? Do you think it's going to be released by the end of the year? Tell me in the comments below. Also, we learned that 4.0 had problems with overheating ballistics, so ballistic weapons were just overheating far too quickly. CIG going, yeah, we're fixing that for 4.0 for the live. Don't worry, and that will be fixed by the time it goes live. Tweaking some numbers and stuff. But in the thread while they were talking about that, they did also say something about the Ares Ion. So for people that don't know as well, the Ares Ion's been embroiled in drama since they sort of updated it after its release. So they went, it's flyable, and then they kind of nerfed it. It was an extremely powerful sniper ship, which was very good at taking out fighters, just boom. But they went, oh, this isn't intended. We don't really want it just to be the meta ship. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be taking out larger ships or dealing damage to them in the same way as like a bomber, but at longer range kind of thing, is the way I see it anyway. But they made it less accurate. They made it have like a power-up charge and basically took away its ability to fight fighters. But they also kind of significantly changed what was expected for the ship. A lot of people weren't happy with that. Now, CIG's Yogi Clat has put out a little bit of an update on this in response to a follow-up message on that thread, which said, glad to see updated performance of ballistic weapons. Any plans to buff the Ares Ion? It's too weak right now, no matter on time to kill or accuracy performance. What's more, the firing animation has been bugged for a really long time. Maybe patch it back to the version before 3.23. Please make the Ares twins great again. So Yogi Clat said, for the Ion, we will remove the charge functionality after 4.0. The work is already submitted, but it was too late for the initial 4.0 release. So that sounds like it's going to be in a 4.0.x build, sort of early next year. That aside, and looking a bit forward, the full potential of the Ares is gated behind the armor and penetration tech. Once we enable that, the advantage of the Ares carrying those large size 7 weapons will become a lot more clear. So again, I believe that's part of the 4.0.x build with engineering, effectively. Physicalized components, engineering, being able to target those components and actually take them out. I believe there's a level of armor penetration and penetration of that sort of stuff at the same time. Correct me if I'm wrong, or it might be that actually sort of more physicalized armor bits and bobs and more of a balance towards weapons and that sort of stuff will be happening in 4.1, or quite possibly both. Also, I saw another thread. Will ship weight affect fuel consumption? Again, the response here, the weight of your ship can slightly impact fuel efficiency as heavier ships take longer to accelerate. Quantum fuel capacity is typically tied to ship size categories, though exploration and some specialty ships often have expanded fuel reservoirs as exceptions. We will continue to balance fuel tank values into 4.0. So, some cool stuff happening there. Really looking forward to some updates on the Ares because I absolutely loved the Ion until they nerfed it, and now I have not used it since they nerfed, basically. The original nerf as well. So it'd be interesting to see where that ship sort of ends up after some balance. But yeah, tell me about your expectations for the Ares Ion and where you'd like to see it go. If anywhere. You might not be interested in it at all. Be like, it's not my kind of ship. Or, no, I actually like where it is at the moment. Well, you're wrong if you like where it is at the moment. Boom! Alpha 4.0 coming to you soon. Do you think I'm correct in that? Or do you think there's no way it's going to be released in 2024? Whatever your thoughts or comments, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until the 3rd of January 2025. You can get 20% off now. It gives you natively supported high precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen, and it is absolutely awesome for deeper immersion, for combat, for a whole range of stuff as long as you use it. Go to tobii.gg/BoredGamer or use the links below to get that discount and help the channel.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey there, Timmy.
No, that's Northern Claus.
No, ho, Timmy. I am normal Santa with presents for you.
You're really a normal Santa?
Yes. Why would I lie about that?
I'll have the one on the left.
There you go, Timmy. Open your lovely box of spiders.
I hate spiders.
this? So do I, Timmy. That's why I would have picked the other box, which was full of NordVPN. Ho, ho, ho. Use the links below to get nordvpn.com/BoredGamer and help protect yourself online, but also give you better accessibility. It should be part of your Christmassy toolbox. Merry Nordmas, one and all.
Every month we give away a Star Citizenship, and December is no different. We're giving away a Starlancer Max, the new super freelancer by MISC. This allows you to do a little bit of everything in the verse. It's great multi-role ship, multi-mission ship, and multi-crew. It's flyable in-game right now as well. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during December. That engagement helps the channel. Something else that helps the channel is liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing these videos. Thank you very much to the people that have gone the extra mile by clicking the join button or becoming Patreons. That really helps the channel so much. There'll occasionally be some exclusive content going up there. It'll be like Zin and I playing an escape room. So thank you so much, and feel free to join those lovely people by clicking on the join button or the Patreon link under the videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great ho 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 Nordmas!